2 weeks after ignoring my birthday completely, my dad called me out of nowhere and said, "We're flying your sister to the Bahamas for her birthday. Her ticket's booked. Yours too. You just need to send your $1,700 today." When I asked, "Wait, am I even invited?" he snapped, "No, you're not. But if you don't pay, I swear to God, don't expect another call from this family ever again." I just said, "Perfect. Let me save you the trouble." That night, I made a decision they never saw coming. Now they're imploding, begging, calling nonstop. "Please, your dad's having a breakdown. You ruined her birthday." She won't stop crying. "We were wrong, okay? Just undo whatever you did." So IDK, if this is even worth posting, maybe people will just say I'm overreacting. But NGL, I'm still kinda shaking as I type this and I can't sleep. Not sure how to even start this, so whatever. Let's just go. So I'm Steven. Do not call me Steve, I swear. I'm 23. Sorta in that weird spot where you technically don't live at home anymore, but your family still acts like you're supposed to play the responsible one. Anytime something needs to get done or paid for, my family is, IDK, I guess normal, if you ask them, but it's always been this weird setup where I'm supposed to just deal with everything, and my little sister Shirley, she's 20, can do no wrong. It's always been like, Mom, Becky is the glue. Dad, Jason, is more like the guy who shows up, throws money at the golden child, and then bounces, except when it's me. Then it's like, I'm just supposed to handle it. Anyway, so my birthday was 2 weeks ago. I'm honestly not big on birthdays. I don't care about cake or whatever, but like, you expect maybe a text, a call, even a meme in the group chat. Literally nothing. Not even a thumbs up emoji. I tried not to care, but you notice, even Shirley, who's always posting dumb TikToks about family means everything, didn't say a thing. I told myself it's fine, whatever, people are busy, but then I saw on Instagram that they all went out to this new seafood spot the night after my birthday. Just them. I'm not in the pics. Not even tagged in the "wish you were here" way people do when they want to look nice online, so I didn't say anything. Just kinda let it go, but the weird part was how normal everyone was being. After, like nothing happened. Fast forward to tonight. I'm just playing games, eating leftover pizza, and my phone ring. Dad. We don't talk much unless something's broken or he wants to rant about his job or whatever. So I pick up and he's straight to the point. No, hey, how are you? Just all serious, like it's a work call. He tells me they're booking a trip to the Bahamas for Shirley's birthday, which is in 4 days BTW, and they already have her ticket. Then he says, your ticket is booked too, you just need to send $1,700 like today. I'm legit confused, so I ask, wait, am I even invited? Because I haven't heard anything about this before right now. He just snaps back, no you're not. I laugh because I think it's a joke, but he's not joking. He says, but you're paying for your sister's trip, and if you don't expect to hear from this family again. I'm not making this up. He actually said that. My first reaction is just like, what? I literally didn't even get a text on my birthday. Now I'm supposed to cough up almost $2,000 for a trip I'm not invited to, and if I don't, I'm out. I ask him why. He says, you know how this works. You always help out, which is, TBH, true. I've bailed them out of so much *T over the years. When Shirley crashed her car last year, guess who paid the deductible? Me. When Dad lost his wallet on vacation, I had to Venmo him cash so they could eat. They never paid me back. But now, it's not even pretending to be about helping. It's just pay or get lost. I tell him fine, don't worry about it, let me save you the trouble. He hangs up. Doesn't say bye, just hangs up. I stared at my phone for like a full minute, just trying to figure out if this was real life. So then, I go to our family group chat. It's just memes and dumb jokes. No mention of this trip, no, hey, we're going to the Bahamas, want to join? I scroll back and realize for the last month, there's been all this talk about planning something, but I was never tagged, never even mentioned. It's like I'm not even in the family unless they need something paid for. I know people will say, I should have seen this coming. I mean, I've always been the backup plan. Shirley is younger, pretty, everyone's favorite. I'm just the guy who shows up with a card when someone's phone bill gets cut off. I keep thinking about all the times growing up when Dad would straight up say things like, you're the oldest, you need to look out for your sister. Even when we were kids, if she broke something it was my fault for not watching her. He never hit us or anything, but he sure knew how to make you feel like *T if you didn't do what he wanted. And now, I'm just supposed to pay for her birthday trip, not even invited. Gil, that just broke something. It's not about the money, it's the disrespect. I'm not even angry, I'm just tired. I wish I could say I took the high road or whatever, but that's not me. I'm done playing along. I started pulling up every Venmo, every Cash App, every receipt I've got on my phone from the last few years. I'm looking at numbers and I'm just like, wow, I've paid for so much asterisk tea for these people, and they treat me like this. I guess I always thought things would get better, like, maybe if I just kept being useful they'd actually act like family. But nah, tonight was different. I'm not gonna just let it go this time. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, but I know I'm not just sending them money. Not this time. I can't stop thinking about Dad's voice, all cold and businesslike, telling me to pay up or get out. I know I should probably calm down and sleep on it, but I can't. I'm just done being the backup plan. Tonight, for the first time, I actually want to make them regret it. I got some ideas. I'll post again if people care, or if something actually goes down. Right now, all I know is I'm not letting this slide. Not this time. Not ever again. Update 1. Alright, I said I'd update if stuff went down, so here we are. IDK if this is even interesting to anyone at this point, but NGL the last 24 hours have been not what I thought would happen. I didn't sleep much, kept replaying my dad's call in my head, and then the group chat just sitting there like nothing happened. It was weird. Felt like I was watching my own life on someone else's screen. So I woke up, made coffee, scrolled through TikTok, tried to pretend it didn't bug me. My phone buzzed around 10. I thought it'd be spam. Nope. Mom. I ignored it. She called again, then it was my sister, then Dad. I literally just put my phone on Do Not Disturb and started working through the pile of receipts I'd dug up. I said I had ideas. I wasn't bluffing. I spent all morning combing Cash App, Venmo, bank app, everything. Pulled up every single time I'd covered for, even dumb stuff, like the time I sent Shirley $50 for some online emergency, or when I covered the phone bill because Dad's card wouldn't go through. It added up. Not gonna lie, seeing the total pissed me off more. I made a spreadsheet, added notes. I started thinking, why do they treat me like this? Honestly, it's not complicated. Dad thinks I'm supposed to step up because I'm the oldest, and he's always said Shirley isn't built for stress. I think he just wants things easy for himself so he doesn't have to actually deal with her drama. Mom's whole thing is keeping peace. She'd rather I be mad than have Shirley upset for 5 minutes. Shirley's, well, her whole life she's been told she's special. I'm not even mad at her, TBH. She just does what works for her. Anyway, around noon, I start getting texts that are not subtle. Mom is like, you need to send the money, Shirley's counting on this. I don't answer. Then Dad again, this time more aggressive. He says, you've got until tonight to send it or you're out of this family. Then Shirley jumps in. She's crying in her texts, says this is supposed to be her once-in-a-lifetime trip. How could I ruin it? Etc. She says she already posted her countdown on Instagram and people are asking about it. I get a little annoyed and reply. Ask her why she never wished me happy birthday. She just says, you know I'm bad with dates. No apology, just that so. I start dropping hints. I message back to the group chat with screenshots of my spreadsheet, all the times I paid for stuff. I say, maybe it's time we all pay our own way. For once Dad leaves the chat. Mom calls again. I ignore it. I can hear in the hallway. I live a few miles from them, same town. Someone slamming a car door. I look out the window. Yep, it's my dad. I meet him at the door. He's mad. He tries to push past me. I stand my ground. He starts raising his voice about loyalty and, after all we've done for you, I tell him calmly as I can that I'm not paying for anyone's vacation. Especially after being ignored for my own birthday, he tries to grab my phone out of my hand. I pull away. He gets even more pissed. He actually tries to slap the phone out of my hand, but I sidestep and he just hits the doorframe. I tell him to leave. He shoves the door, hard enough that it bounces off the wall. I close it behind him. I hear him cussing in the driveway. Then he peels out, so that's not even the end. Around 3, I get a notification from my bank. Someone tried to use my backup card. The one I once let Mom use in an emergency, never got it back. They tried to book a ticket with it. I call the bank and freeze the card. Report it as not authorized. Now I'm even more pissed. I go back to the spreadsheet and decide I'm sending the full thing to the whole family. Yes, even the aunts and uncles who always guilt-trip me at holiday. I put together a group email, attach screenshots, captions. Every single time I bailed someone out, I say, if anyone wants to call me ungrateful, maybe check who's been paying your bills for 3 years. Hit send now. My phone won't stop buzzing. Text from Mom, missed calls from Dad, DM from Shirley who says I'm humiliating her. I get a long message from my Aunt Abigail asking if this is real or if there's some miscommunication. I reply with more screenshots. At this point, I'm just tired. Not even angry, just like, spent. I make a sandwich, scroll Reddit. Try to chill around 6. Mom shows up at my apartment. She knocks. I open the door a crack. She asks if we can talk. I say only if you're not gonna yell. She says she's not, but then immediately starts in on how I'm making things hard for the family, and why can't I just let it go? I tell her I'm not paying, not apologize, and if they keep trying to use my cards for anything, I'll report it every time she tries to guilt trip me about Shirley. Says she's really upset. She's been crying all day. She might not even go on her trip now. I say, that's not my problem. She slams the door when she leaves. I guess if you want to know what happens when you finally stand up for yourself, it's this. People get mad, they try to push you, then they try to guilt you, then they panic. No one's apologized. Not really. Dad hasn't called again, but I've got like 12 missed calls from it. Shirley's blowing up my phone with texts about how I ruined everything. I don't even care at this point. I said I'd make them regret it. Now, I'm just waiting to see what they try next. I'm not backing down if they want to play hardball. So can I? I'm not their ATM. Not anymore. We'll update if anything else wild happens, but I can feel something's about to break with. They're not used to me fighting back. Not at all. Update too. So yeah, I thought things were already wild, but I was not ready for what came next. I woke up this morning to like 30 notifications. Group chats, missed calls, random emails. In jail it was kinda surreal. Like I was famous, except it's all my family losing their minds. First thing that tipped me off that something was off. My cousin Barrett texted me. He never texts me unless it's about fantasy football. He goes, "Dude, what the hell is going on? Your mom called my mom crying at 7 a.m., so now the whole extended family is in it." I thought maybe things would chill after last night, but nope. It's like I threw a grenade in the middle of the family tree. Shirley's all over Instagram, posting drama about betrayal. And can't believe family can do this to you. She's got like 100 comments from her friends and aunts, all saying they're sending love and stay strong, queen. Nobody tags me. Obviously my mom calls again. I let it ring. She texts, says Dad hasn't come out of his room since last night. She says, "You need to fix this. He's not eating. He's barely talking." IDK what I'm supposed to do about that. Then I get a call from Grandma, who literally never calls unless it's someone's birthday. LOL, guess that's not me any. She starts asking if I'm okay, what actually happened, and if I really sent that email. I tell her, yeah, I did. She doesn't sound surprised, just tired. She says, families fight, but you don't have to go nuclear. I say, I didn't start this. I'm just tired of being the doormat. She goes quiet, then says, maybe you should come over and talk. I say I'm busy. She sighs and hangs up. Now my phone's just a mess. Messages from Uncle Harrison, Aunt Abigail, even Jessica, who legit moved across the country and hates drama. They all want to know what's going on. I send them the same spreadsheet, the same screenshots, the same story. Most of them don't reply, so then things get weird around noon. I get a ping from my bank again. Someone tried to use my backup card. Again. This time it's for some last-minute flight booking site. I call the fraud line and get the thing totally shut down. I text Mom and say, if anyone tries this again, I'm reporting it for theft. She doesn't answer, then Shirley actually shows up at my door. She never comes here, ever. I open the door and she just barges in crying, yelling about how I'm ruining her life and what's wrong with me. I try to stay calm, tell her to sit down, but she's just pacing. She tries to push past me to get to my bag, where my wallet is, I guess. I stop her. She actually slaps my arm. I step back and say, you need to leave. She says, I'm not leaving until you fix this. I tell her, I'm not paying for your vacation. I'm not your bank. She calls me selfish, dramatic, says I've always been jealous. I say, maybe I'm just done being used. She slams the door so hard the wall shakes after that. It's kinda quiet. I get a couple more texts from Mom. This time she's begging. She says Dad's not talking. Shirley's a mess. Can't I just let it go for the sake of the family? Then Dad calls. I let it go to voicemail. He leaves a long message, starts out angry, then just kind of rants about family loyalty, about how I'm embarrassing them, about how I'm killing him. With stress, I delete it. I go for a walk to clear my head, get back. Phone's still buzzing. I check Facebook and see that Shirley's posted a long thing about, some people only want you for what you can give, not who you are. My aunt comments, at least you have the rest of us. I just laugh dinner time, and I get another knock. This time it's Dad. He looks rough, like he hasn't slept. He doesn't say hi, just starts in about how money isn't everything, and family's all that matters. I tell him, funny, you didn't think family mattered when you ignored my birthday and only called me to pay for Shirley. He tries to push past me into my apartment. I block the door. He actually tries to shove me. I don't move. He gets mad, says I'm being ungrateful and vindictive. I tell him, I'm just done being the punching bag. He finally gives up. Turns around, slams the door now. My phone's blowing up with group chat drama. Abigail saying, I need to be the bigger person. My mom's texting, please, just help us out this one last time. Shirley's threatening to block me everywhere. I post the spreadsheet and screenshots in the family Facebook group. I say, this is what I've paid over the years. I'm not doing it anymore, and if you try to use my cards again, I'll call the cops. I tag everyone who's ever asked me for money. I mute the group. So yeah, now the family chat's a war zone. My mom's calling me non-stop. Dad's not eating. Shirley's crying to anyone who'll listen. I haven't talked to anyone all night, not gonna lie. I thought maybe someone would take my side, but most people just want me to make it go away. I'm not doing it. I'm tired of being the backup plan. They can sort themselves out for once. I got one last card to play, and I'm not afraid to use it. Not after the way they treated me. If they want to keep pushing, I'll push back harder if they want to see how far I'll go. They're about to find out. Final update. So yeah, I kinda thought the last update was gonna be it for a while, but stuff went way beyond what I expected. If you told me a month ago I'd have grown adults calling me at 3 a.m., literally begging, I wouldn't have bought it, but here we are. First thing that tipped me off that today was gonna be weird. My phone went off before my alarm, not just once, over and over, non-stop. Checked it. Had like 20 texts and a bunch of missed calls, some from mom, some from numbers I don't even have saved. Guessing it's cousins, maybe even family friends now. IDK, I'm not answering unknowns right now. It starts slow. Mom texting, Stephen, please call. Your dad's not okay. This is serious then. Aunt Abigail, then Grandma. Then I get this group chat notification. Never seen so many people in it at once, even people I haven't talked to since high school. Grandma's saying, everyone needs to calm down. This is family. We don't air our dirty laundry. Aunt Abigail's saying, Stephen is right to be upset, but this is too much. Cousin Barrett is just sending memes like he's lost track of what's even happening. Then there's this stream of actual begging from Mom. Please, your dad's having a breakdown. He won't come out of the bedroom. He's not eating. You need to call. I don't respond. I get back-to-back calls from Dad's number. I finally pick up just to see he sounds rough, like he's been yelling or crying. Maybe both. He starts out mad, then just sort of loses steam. He says, you're making your mother sick. Shirley won't talk to us. You're ruining this family. I say, you ruined it when you tried to blackmail me into paying for a trip I wasn't even invited to. He hangs up 10 minutes later. Shirley calls me. I let it go to voicemail. She leaves this long message, just sobbing, saying I ruined everything. Her birthday is ruined. She can't even show her face online now. People are asking why she's not on vacation. She says, you're not even my brother anymore. I delete it. I made my move last night. I emailed every single person who's ever guilted me about family comes first. Sent them the spreadsheet, the receipts, even screenshots of the group chat where Dad told me to pay up or get out. I said, this is what you all allowed. This is why I'm done. I CC'd family friends too. The whole family is everything crowd that always acts like I'm the problem. When I don't want to pay for takeout or cover someone's gas money by afternoon, my phone's just blowing up with notifications. Half of them angry. Half of them just awkward. Uncle Harrison calls me. Says this is too far. Says Dad might have a heart attack over this. I say, not my circus. He gets mad. Says I'm acting like a child. I tell him, I'm acting like someone who's done being used. Mom shows up at my door again. This time she's crying. She tries to push past me. I step in her way. She slaps my shoulder. Says I'm breaking this family. I tell her, I'm just not paying anymore, and if anyone tries to use my cards again, I'll press charges. She leaves, slamming the door so hard a picture on my wall falls off later. I get a text from Shirley, just a screenshot of her empty bank balance and a bunch of crying emote. I reply, maybe next time don't treat people like ATMs. She blocks me on everything, even Snapchat now. It's like everyone is turning on everyone. Family group chat is full of people blaming each other. Some blaming Dad, some blaming Mom, a couple blaming me. But more than I expected actually saying, it's about time someone stood up. Dad tries one last time, sends this long email about how he changed the will, and I'm out of it for good. I reply, you changed it years ago. I already know. That's why I stopped pretending to care about family money. He doesn't answer, so now Shirley's birthday is a total disaster. No one's going to the Bahamas. Tickets are in limbo. Nobody has the money to fix it. I hear from Barrett that Grandma's threatening to write everyone out of her will if they don't fix things, but honestly, I don't even care anymore. I get these desperate messages. Please, undo what you did. Your dad's having a breakdown. You ruined her birthday. She won't stop crying. We were wrong. Just undo whatever you did. Even Abigail sends me this weird apology like, I get why you're mad, but you need to fix this. No one actually says sorry, just wants me to make it go away, so yeah. I guess I finally pushed back hard enough that they actually felt it. I'm not sorry, I'm not fixing anything. They told me if I didn't pay, don't expect another call. So I won't. Maybe it'll blow over. Maybe not. But for the first time, I actually feel like I'm not just the backup plan anymore. And if they want to make me the villain, I'll wear it. They made their choice. I made mine. Thanks for reading. I guess if you're ever in this kind of family, just know you don't have to keep playing along. Sometimes the only way you get peace is by burning the bridge they keep walking over. Not planning to update again, but who knows, with this family, nothing's ever really over, but I'm done being the one holding everything together. Let them figure it out for